closing session of Book 3 brought the curtain down on what has been another solid week of trade to conclude the 2015 Tattersalls October yearling sales. The highest priced lot on the final day of the sale was lot 1858, a Bahamian bounty filly from Maurice Burns' Rathaska stud, who sold to Stroud Coleman Bloodstock and Simon Crisford for 35,000 guineas. The Book 3 offering, who counts upon recent Doncaster Cup winner Palisator amongst her close relatives, was a profitable pinhook for her vendor, who bought her as a foal at the Tattersalls December foal sales for 14,500 guineas. Whilst Book 3 didn't quite match last year's levels, trade was much livelier at the start of the week for Book 2, which saw more than 120 yearlings make 100,000 guineas or more, and a new record set for the highest price yearling in the history of Book 2, when a Gestut Farhof-owned colt by DUBAWI from the Newsells Park stud draft sold to John Ferguson for 725,000 guineas. There was notable persistent demand for stock by certain stallions. None proved more popular than Yearmanstown stud resident Dark Angel, whose yearlings were highly sought after by buyers all week. In total, 52 Dark Angel yearlings were led through the ring, and 19 made 100,000 guineas or more. Stroud Coleman Bloodstock purchased 12 yearlings during Book 2 for a total of over 1 million guineas to end the week amongst the list of leading buyers, and Matt Coleman reflected on the market trends.
I think the market's quite sire driven. The size of the moment, like Dark Angel and Kodiak, horses like Invincible Spirit and Oasis Dream at higher levels, and for the domestic buyer it's been pretty tough because the market's been extremely strong. In Book 2 we bought quite a few and I was pleased with those, and we bought a good selection of sort of earlier sharper types, and then types that will need a bit more time but hopefully have good resale value in the future as stayers.
There were several significant pinhooking successes across the week, including for Paddy Toomey's Tattersalls House stud, who consigned 3 yearlings at Book 2, all of which made 150,000 guineas or more. These included a Dark Angel colt, who was bought for 75,000 guineas before selling to Simon Crisford for 250,000 guineas. Book 3's major pinhooking success came on the first day of action, as Redgate Bloodstock sold their Medician filly, setting a new record price for a yearling offered at this sale when she went the way of Rabba Bloodstock for 115,000 guineas, having been bought at the Tattersalls December foal sale for just 18,000 guineas. Agent Federico Barberini commented on the strength of the market at the conclusion of the sale.
I would describe it as a solid trade. Very strong at the beginning. Book 1 was very, very strong. There were plenty of buyers from all over the world. Later on, Book 2 again, solid trade, got a little bit easier. Again, there were plenty of customers every time a nice horse went through the ring. Book 3, there are gaps in the market, but still a solid trade.
Tattersalls marketing director Jimmy George also reviewed the week's trade.
Overall, we have to be very satisfied with the second week of our October yearling sales. Book 2 all but matched last year's record levels, just a fraction below in turnover terms, and Book 3 ended with second highest ever turnover for Book 3. Record top price in Book 2, record top price in Book 3 as well, just demonstrates the really solid demand for quality yearlings that we've seen throughout Books 1, 2 and 3. Overall, the total spend, Books 1, 2 and 3, is a record exceeding 130 million guineas for the first time. An awful lot of money's been spent on some quality yearlings in the last couple of weeks, and that's a great testimony to the quality of the horses here. That's the quality that brings the buyers back year after year.